Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel Review Anything and Everything. And today I'm going to be getting into a collaboration video with my cousin whose channel is HipHop is Art. Used to be known as Art on Decks. So however you were familiarized with it, if you guys have ever seen the channel before. But anyway, did a collaboration with him in regards to an unboxing of comic book because he had purchased a comic book that was done for music artists, people like Nas, Ghostface Killer, and a few other people, a few other artists who collaborated to make this comic book. And I was doing an unboxing of a comic book that I had purchased a while back called Isom from a guy named Ripper. Eric July's name, his channel is Ripper, Young Ripper 59 from the Ripperverse is the name of the comic line. So did a collaboration on that, so stay tuned to check out that unboxing, and we're gonna jump into it.
What's up, guys? This is HipHop is Art, my cousin from Product Random Reviews.
What's going on?
I'll tell you his name, you know what I'm saying? We collab a lot, you know what I'm saying, from the cradle, you know what I'm saying?
Cradle to the grave.
You know what I'm saying? From the cradle to the grave, you know what I'm saying? I've known this nigga my whole fucking life. You know what I'm saying? We both doing the YouTube journey. So I'm on my hip-hop art shit. He's on his creative products. And when it comes to comic books, first we got a special thing we're gonna unboxing. Shout out to Nas and Master Pill. When I told him I got this product, he had to pull up. You know what I'm saying? So you see right here, distributor sending Master Pill. Shout out to Nas. It's a comic. He put me on the comics growing up. So we gonna do this the right way. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to certain things, this is it right here.
Yep, and then also I'm joining in with a collab of this Isom. And the reason why I wanted to do this, I had this product for a while, was because the point of the art channel is for the history and the expression of black art. This is a product that was made from a black comic artist who started his own company. So within the era of like our generation, a younger generation, not the old gatekeepers like Marvel and DC, but someone who came into it from a space of, you know what, I don't like the way they're doing things. I'm going to join in and do it my own way. And so I wanted to feature this because it went hand in hand with, you know, this comic here that my cousin purchased. So let's do it.
Let's cut. All right, so let's do the Nas first.
Hey, we'll do the Nas first.
Let's do the Nas first. All right, so my first time even ripping this thing out the plastic. It's 2026. This came out last year, but I had to wait for his availability. But we got Jay-Z, Yankee Stadium, Freestyle, Roots. It's a good year. It's a good year. So here goes. Okay, Legend has it.
Okay.
Wow. What else is in here? That's it.
Got that old school look to it.
Yeah, give me your opinions on what you've seen. So you can open the plastic.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? It kind of reminds me of when we grew up. Spider-Man, you know what I'm saying? What artist was that in that era?
I know that was, I want to say it was Jim Lee, if I'm not mistaken. And I think it was Todd McFarlane back in those days. Yeah, because these are the ones
who... He was the new Spider-Man.
Yes.
The younger dude.
Yes, with a what do you call
Muscles?
it? Spaghetti webbing. He did the webbing differently, where it looked all crazy organic, flipping all over itself.
Okay.
And that's when they ended up going to Image.
Spider-Man with the Image?
No, the artists. Because they weren't getting their credit for making the comics. So then what happened is they went to form Image. And that's where he had Spawn and why he looked like the way Spider-Man was looking.
Yep. Black guy. It's time to get y'all mad. I'm gonna make this guy black.
Yep. Here we go with this.
Yeah. Let's get that open. Let me see. What's all the new side?
Shameless plug real quick, you guys. We're going to have a link in the description. Go check out Product Random Reviews. We do reviews on anything and everything. So here we go. Take a look at that right there. You got that old school, old school type of drawing animation. Yeah, the way it looks. And then it says on the back here, I'm going to read it out to you guys here. We got, well, the writing is signed by different guys. You got GFH. You know who that is? GFH.
No.
Okay,
Where?
big GFH.
It's a
Or is that
Wu-Tang
GFK?
symbol.
Yeah, it looks like a Wu-Tang
Ghostface
symbol.
Killer.
Ghostface Killer. Okay, there you go. That's
Ghostface
K.
Killer.
There you go. Big L.
Big L, Harlem.
Nas, obviously.
of course.
Raekwon.
DJ Premier.
Mobb Deep.
Slick Rick.
That's okay. I couldn't read
Yeah,
that.
here it
It's
is.
signed.
Slick Rick,
Yeah.
The Ruler, BX.
Yep. De La Soul.
Raekwon. I remember Stafford, big De La Soul fan.
Okay. Yeah. So we got a lot
Stafford,
of these
where you
guys. Shout out. Yeah, man.
So
So
this is issue number 1.
okay, let's take a
And
look
it
at
kinda
what
gives everybody that. Because the old school, remember the little advertisement. and
advertisement. Yeah, back in the days, you always had the advertisement for different
shit?
things.
Mhm.
Yep. Okay.
Let me see.
Let's see. Next chamber is here. Okay, we got some other things in here talking about Angel of Dust, probably an upcoming
I
comic.
like it because it's old school to new with the barcode.
Yeah.
Skin that.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Okay. You know,
Wow.
and I'm guessing that these characters are based off of the.
These are the rappers.
Okay.
So that's Slick Rick.
Okay,
Patch
yeah.
on his eye.
That's
So
what I was guessing from the way it looked like.
I think he gave each rapper, like, they asked him like their powers. Like, what would you want
Okay.
to be? Then also, I guess, cultural from what people see you as. So clearly he has the jewelry and
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? The chains and everything. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
And these are authentic artists too. I'll research them in a second.
Okay.
These aren't just like random hip hop. Like, it's taking classical official artists with the rappers. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So it's not just like they just did
Like
their own
the-
thing without them.
Yeah, you
They
mean
gave
like the
them a-
artists as far as the ones who are doing the drawing.
Yeah, I think. Let me see on the back of it.
Okay.
I think.
Because in this space now, we use the word artist interchangeably now. Artist music, artist, and artist.
Recording
so,
artist,
yeah.
visual artist,
So,
so artist. Let me get
Mhm.
some info on that. Let me see real quick.
yeah,
Look at
but
the-
definitely, you know, got that classic feel. Seems to be like almost like a premiere of like a team of what's going on here. So I guess this is more of like an introduction book to bring everyone into that space. You got Ghostface Killer's character here. It says Ghostface Killer is Ghostdini. Ghostdini, okay.
Yeah, he's
All right.
yeah. Goes Dini.
Gotcha. Yep. Okay. And then Mobb Deep is actually a tag team thing, so
Yeah. Havoc.
yeah, they each got their own character.
P, Prodigy.
Okay.
Kind of got the little short swords, or is that nunchucks?
Yeah, it looks like so.
Kinda
Yeah, it looks like
like
nunchucks.
cyber nunchucks.
Yeah, he's got these kind of energy swords. So okay.
You got the police. You got the band. That's it.
Now Earth 808. Yeah, some kind of different dimension. Okay. Big L.
Big L Harley. You got the side, like the Donatello joint.
Yeah.
He's riding
Mm-hmm. Okay. There's De La Soul.
the group.
There's a group. Okay, yep. They all in yellow. So yeah, and it looks like it got alien stuff going on here too. So it definitely got a lot going
This is
on.
the first.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna get any issue, it had to be the first one, just to kind of like show
Yeah.
what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, I didn't wanna
yeah,
skip around
yeah.
to my favorite one or whatever. Nas, the calm. He's on
Yeah.
Isom. Cool. Okay. He's
Okay.
A cool guy.
And the architect, DJ
Oh,
Premier.
Premier. Okay. Yeah. Yep.
Yep. So he looks to be like almost like they like to call it in the comic book terms, the person in the chair. Because it was always like, even when you have Batman, for example, later on, if you're familiar with it, Batgirl gets injured and all of a sudden she becomes like sitting in the chair,
Oh.
like at the computer, at the Bat computer. Later on, she gets called as Oracle. But yeah, and then that coined the term of like the person in the chair. So it's always like
Gotcha.
your support character, you know.
Gotcha.
And there were other characters too who had something similar. I think Punisher back in the days, he had a guy who, like, when he was in the van, I think they did it in the animated cartoon back in the days, the Spider-Man one. And then when they showed Punisher, I think there was someone in the van when he was
okay.
remember his little box van he used to have? Yeah. And someone would be in the back. So that's where they kind of got that term. Yep. So, okay, that's the introduction of all the characters in it. Then at some point later, I guess they all come together. But definitely want to dive into the cultural aspect of what this means and what it represents more than anything else. You know, definitely you guys check out the book and get it. I'm not too sure where these things will be sold at, But we'll definitely put that information, the link in the description down below, so you guys know where to purchase that. Where did you get this?
Mass Appeal website.
Okay, so you can get it directly from the website. But as far as the cultural aspect goes, as far as like what this represents, is definitely a shift from the conventional ways of doing comics to a different way, because here you have it where it's blending, like you said before, art, hip hop, and art. So you're getting the visual art. This is the truest sense of what you represent when you kind of dive into space of music, art, hip hop combining with visual art, because this is literally taking the visual element into art, but also the hip hop artist into it. So this is like the most rawest form of when people think that, because normally
it's always been like that in this black culture. Because like in jazz, Miles Davis, I got one of some album over there.
Okay.
But the visual arts of the time did the covers.
Yeah.
And they come out with the album cover. So that the music, it always been together like that. You know what I'm saying? Like I guess today, probably since like the 80s, technology made everybody separate.
Yeah.
But before that, everything was collaborative.
Okay.
The hottest black painter hooked up with the hottest recording artist.
Okay.
Hooked up with the hottest performing artist. Michael Jackson called.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? Like, and it's always been that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Technology is like, I can do it. I don't need you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So whenever painter, when they made Black Panther, the girl who did the outfits, she's a real seamstress. Like, she does clothes.
Okay. Yeah.
It wasn't some random.
Yeah.
She's the hottest thing in that thing. I need some outfits.
Okay. Yeah.
I need to do my research. And she did Sinners too. She actually does all his Ryan's joints.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it always been like that. But
and it makes sense.
We went away from it.
And it makes sense because the appeal back then would have been, I need the best for this project. So if you were, like you said, the Michael Jackson level, and you're like, I need the best for this. I need the person
best animators.
Who,
like saying who's the choreography.
Yes.
You know
like when he did his videos and stuff like that. Yeah.
It's always been that.
So, but here we go, taking the essence of comics, which they said has always been a profound art form. It's always been a form of expression that was able to cut through the boundary lines, like when they did things like X-Men back in the days. Now, granted, you didn't have a lot of black characters back then, but even you had a few.
Even though it was based on black characters.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
But yeah, all X-Men was based on black characters.
The whole thing is based on
yes.
civil rights.
Yes. And it probably was just the fact that at that time, they probably felt they couldn't get the message across if it would have been rejected. Probably was what they would have ran into. Yes. No, I'm not saying it's not, but yeah.
It's like the same thing when they say black movies, it don't sell as well. But then when we get a good script, you got Sinners, you got Black Panther.
Yeah.
They black,
like so back in the...
Because my people are racist. I know we ain't gonna buy it. It's like, that's basically what they saying to us.
Yeah. So back in the days, you had your most known black heroes were Black Panther, which broke the stereotype to some degree, where it was like, he doesn't have to be, we're not gonna make a character who's in Africa and he's poor. You know what I mean? He's rich, he's a king, he rules over everything, and their technology is more advanced than any other place. Then you had the characters that are a little more sterotypical. So you have Power Man / Luke Cage, who the 70s. Yeah. And they yes, and they were doing that with a few things. They did the whole thing with the kung fu thing with what do you call it? Iron Fist, even though he was a white guy, but it was still exploiting the idea
the 70s, the time?
Yeah, of the whole kung fu era, the Bruce Lee type of thing. Everything wanted to be kung fu. So they mashed them together when that era started dropping off, where people was like, we don't want to see the exploited characters. We don't want to see the stereotype. They said, let's just combine them. And then that's how they came up with the idea of putting them together. They were both failing comics at that point that was like, let's just mash them together. And then they started doing a little better.
I remember watching TV show.
Yeah. So that pretty much was the main, like, as far as the black characters you had going on. Another thing too I want to give some credit to is the creator, I don't know all his titles, but Dwayne McDuffie, who created Milestone Comics. And to the best of my knowledge, he was the creator. I definitely know he was a pivotal part of it, but I believe he was the creator. And you had some characters in it. Main one that stood out was Static Shock, who, when they created that line, it got absorbed by DC. Dwayne McDuffie started working with DC on like the Justice League cartoon and all those other kind of things.
But after he kind of was absorbed into it from his creation of Milestone Comics, which is all black characters. And that pretty much of all of them, the main character,
it was all black.
It was all black. And then the main one who made it was Static Shock, who got the cartoon.
Was Static Shock popular, the most popular during the Milestone run?
I think so.
Or just the one it took?
I'm not sure if he was the most popular at the time, but I know he's the one that they took. So I don't know if at the time when they took Static, if they took all of them. I believe they did. But the only one who got that frontal push was Static. The other ones were like in certain things they popped up in, but you didn't see them a lot. So even later on the Justice League cartoon, they showed. No, there was a black Superman guy, and I forget his name. I think his name was Icon. I just want to check real quick. Icon, Milestone Comics. Yes, Icon was his name. See him right there. Mm-hmm. So he was like almost like a black Superman type. I don't know his specific origin, but
and he's from
Milestone. They would later feature him in the Justice League cartoon. So you saw some hits of him in there, but it wasn't the same as Static's push. So, but it was mainly the fact that, like I said, DC brought him out, whether it was good or bad. They brought him out and it integrated their characters into the universe. A lot of them got shelved into the background. But Static was the one who, like I said, he got his own cartoon. By then, he was already, that top guy. So later on, when they featured him into the Justice League cartoons and this and that, he was such a known guy already that, he had his weight. So he's one of the characters that really kind of made it. So, yeah. So I just wanted to bring that to light as far as that was one of the first pushes for, all black universe and where the black characters were the forefront. You know what I mean? I don't know. In his run, I don't think he made any white characters, maybe some white supporting characters. So you saw like in Static Shock, for example, like the bully was the white guy, whatever the case is, but
a white cop.
Yeah. But, definitely was like something different. So
it was our perspective.
Yes, from a different perspective. Yeah, because a lot of times you don't have that where it's like kids who are making comics or whatever, and they'll make their characters white because that's all they know. That's all they see. Yeah. So yeah. So okay, cool. I want to bring in this comic here now. So we got
that's a book. That's
okay. Isom. So this was from a character. Shout out to a guy named Eric July, and his channel is called the Ripper 59, if I'm not mistaken. And I will let you know right now, just to confirm.
I got perfect now.
Nah, Ripper 59, I believe is okay. It's Young Ripper 59. Is the name of his channel, and
fuck my porn search.
And he did content creation for a long time, and he still does. But at a certain point in time, he used to always talk on comic stuff, DC, Marvel, different trends going on. At a certain point, he wanted to create his own line. Now, being that he is a black man, he decided to make the world you could see it was made from the light of a guy who was black. So his main character, Isom, is a black superhero. That's this guy. And he had some supporting characters later on that came into play that weren't black, but most of the characters you could see had this essence of, we have some characters of a different background, but our primary characters are black.
This is like Ripper with PPA.
Yeah, that's it right there. Okay. So he created his own comic book company. So he would make the books and like graphic novels, because I guess, when you're independent, it's a little easier to make it a larger book with multiple pages. But
hold on.
What we got going on here? Okay. So we I thought you were gonna say a guest appearance coming in. So it's definitely, even though like it's new age and it's not getting the weight that it deserves, but it is a black creator who created his own. Who? Too much, yo. Oh man.
We live, baby.
We live. That's all you need to know. We live. So here you got. He created, I don't think it gets enough weight, and I'm just introducing this to the topic conversation because, like I said, when we talk about black excellence and art and whatnot, that this is somebody who created their own comic company straight from scratch, from the rock bottom up. And, you know, it's
Can you
got to
open
the
it
point.
up?
Yeah. So it's got to the point now where he sold millions of copies. And literally overnight, people watch his journey from going from like a regular YouTube content creator
That's
to
the
now.
fly thing with YouTube and I was telling Maurice from Beach Rounds of Life. People get to see your like while you're making the creation.
Yeah, the
You know
journey.
what I'm saying? Like it ain't like you gotta get to this point and then you start.
Yeah.
Him making this, we're already being fans.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's dope. Oh
And-
this is substantial.
Yeah. So
this ain't not no disrespect, but
yeah.
this is
Well, it's different because you got to understand this right here, Nas and his movement is getting
To
pushed
bring-
from Marvel, so they can do like a every
a
month
million.
thing. Yeah. He does his. I think it's every quarterly, so once every 3 months he'll push out something or something to that effect.
Is this the dude Comics Explained talked about or no?
He did brief. I think he was. There was
With the
a
family? It was like a black family thing, like superheroes.
no, not that,
Is that one?
No, yeah, that's something
like that
different.
one.
That's
I like
something
that
different.
one.
Yeah, but so this right here.
He's starting getting a little more black too. He got a black girlfriend now. You know, he's black.
Hey,
He's
that's the
black.
way he said it.
He won. You know, he likes snap, not a snapper. He like, you know what I'm saying? He's black. But
Oh
you know,
man.
you probably picked on him when he's a little kid.
So
This is
so
dope.
yeah, and like I said, the thing about it that's
You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's,
you know what I'm saying? You already got it. It's like,
yeah, we gotta have the overhead camera so you guys can see
Fire.
some of the details. But essentially this you got to see this guy go from, like I said, doing his content creation to becoming a millionaire overnight.
Damn.
From pushing this stuff out. Yeah, he saved his own money. He put it out. You know, got some connections with people who are artists who are, I guess, up and coming as well. They put in the work. They all joined his team. He created a team, so they benefited from not just straight up. I'm assuming not just getting paid straight up. Yeah, but it's like you're gonna be a part of the team. So as we rise, you rise with me.
Stop.
And so yeah, so that way they put it all together. And once they did, the fan base he already had from his YouTube channel. After that, he became a millionaire. You know, even though he's still in that work, you put the money back into the business. But the point is that
I'm gonna go to his joint right now.
yeah, you get to that stage, you get to that space where the growth, you know what I mean? But like I said, it's definitely something to be celebrated because there really isn't anybody who I could really say, either currently or even before this, that at least I know of, who's independently started their own black company and then they're maintaining like that. Even the Milestone, I don't know if they had, you know, collaborations, because back then you could, you know, things weren't as independent, similar to music right now. You can't be independent. Oh, I'm going to make my own channel and I'm going to, it's not like these times. So the way the times are now, everything's very independent. So I definitely wanted to give a shout out to that in that regards. And since this time, because this one actually came out similar to what you said with that book too. I had this one for a little while now, over a year or probably a little longer. This thing he's probably been pushing this stuff now, maybe a good 2.5 years maybe now, or 3 years maybe, might even be longer than that. And at this point now, he's pushed out many issues, new characters, and it's just really pushing that whole thing forward. So,
Okay.
yeah, definitely shout out to him for the success. And like I said, representing black excellence, you know, regardless of whether that is your intention or not, anybody's intention as a creator. If you're black and that's what you're doing, it's a symbol of black excellence. So, yeah.
Young Ripper.
And I know too, he's got, he connected as one word. So it's Young Ripper and then 59.
Is that the channel though?
Yeah, that's the channel.
I seen something say Ripperverse.
Yeah.
Oh,
So Ripperverse is the name of the comics.
I'm subscribing to you right now, bro. I fuck with that.
So
So
Ripperverse is the name of the comics. So he took it from, what he already
So
established
there's
there.
no actual channel for that.
No.
But that's his personal brand.
That's
That's
yeah.
his product.
Yes, and so he puts all that stuff on there. So
Fire.
On his
And
channel.
so like the journey, that's what it's about, storylines, journey.
yeah,
And that's
yeah, and
Okay.
he's got his own webpage and stuff like that. But yeah, it's pretty much full circle, him doing that, and now you can see all his stuff is talking about Ripperverse. Yeah. So that was
Oh, he said, I'm not even mad at comic.
So-
we got beef? Do we got
so-
comic beef in the whole
We-
son? This is new.
we're not
got
gonna
comic
dive
beef?
we're not gonna dive too much into that. But what it was, because right
Oh,
now
see, I
we
told
got
you.
on the
That's
screen.
it. He's kind of black. See?
We got on the screen where Ripper had covered.
Light skin versus dark skin.
where Ripper had covered the there was an issue. Yeah, so what it was that he was just commenting on the fact that another, like, I guess Ripper's fans were a little not bothered, but a little they were a little bit wanted to know why he wasn't covering. He covers all the DC stuff, all the Marvel stuff, all the mainstream stuff. Why were you not covering his? Yeah. And then for whatever reason,
his weight wasn't enough.
He said
he making money. He doing,
capitalism. So this is the reason why Ripper said, I'm not mad. He was like, I get it. He wants to cover what he wants to cover. I'm not mad at that. And he was trying to tell his fans, don't go after him. Yeah, don't whatever. But Ripper's fans were riding hard for him because they're like, I support you because he used to always talk about, the things that they would do in comics to maybe, exploit, whether it's black people, whether it's like throw in a gay character, just like any kind of change. We force it. Any kind of change forced. And they use that term as being woke. So what I'm saying is that when he used to always say that, a lot of his fans used to be like, cool, we want someone to make a comic universe that's not about that Marvel and DC keep doing, where they keep making, we got to make, a Captain America.
Just do it ours.
And so when that happened, a lot of his fans, since they're such big fans of his, were like, well, why doesn't he want to cover your stuff? And it became almost like, well, we riding for you, Ripper. Why don't you?
Black,
yeah,
and you're the top. So absolutely.
And this is a new era of, because one thing Ripper used to always talk about is the gatekeeping from the older companies. Now, obviously, when it comes to hip hop and in the music industry, that was always a thing, gatekeeping. Mm-hmm. So now the same thing for comics. It's like, we now are relieved of the gatekeeping. You should be covering this as a comic person who reviews comics and reviews, you know what I mean? Like the new age of the evolution of comics. This is the evolution of comic books. This technically is what Comics Explained probably should be doing. He may not choose to want to, but he could have been doing this. You know what I mean? Creating his own comic. He doesn't. No, he doesn't want to, but you get what I'm trying to say is that this is the evolution of that. So if you cover hip hop stuff and you saw, for example, oh, this guy's coming out independent. When the first independent guy came out, you'd be like, I got to jump on that as hip hop art news because this is the evolution.
You mean reporting on it?
Yeah, reporting on it because if you aren't going to do it yourself, you should definitely be reporting on it because this is the new age of this is
don't
independent.
Wait till Marvel buy it.
Yeah, exactly.
Now you want to.
Now, exactly.
Yeah.
So his fans, Ripper's fans, went hard because they're like, you cover all this stuff. Why aren't you covering this? Now, Ripper, he's in a space now where he's got to be a little more politically correct. He tries not to whatever. And he's mentioned this on the channel before, too. He used to rag on the DC and the Marvel when they did stuff. He's like, I can't do that now because now I'm my own company. So another company can't be ragging on other companies don't look professional.
Yeah.
But
lose money.
You
could do it a certain way.
Yeah. But so his fans are still on that time. So they were like, came after him after Comic Explained was like.
He did like a whole run.
Yeah.
Of different black people. Comics,
and it was like, okay, why aren't you covering this guy? So so
as a community, that's what we're supposed to do. Tighten your ass up, and my fault.
So that
it worked because I seen a few other ones from his channel on that I want to support too.
Yeah,
so I'm gonna get. Matter of fact, I'm gonna make sure I get everybody's right.
Yep. So that's that. Once again, Isom, you guys can check that out.
So is it one artist? Is it how is this thing?
He's got this is one issue. But he's got multiple comics now.
Oh, so you doesn't even like give like the artist, like, you know how sometimes you see like the guy's name who did that one illustration? It's a company. And
so he's got, I think these are the artists here on the top. Yeah, so that's him, Eric July. You got Clifford Richards and Gable El Tape, if I'm pronouncing that correct. Now, this was,
I think Gabe did the cover.
Probably.
Okay, that's dope.
And so this was off when he wasn't even as big. He later on got more artists,
this is the first
more characters. Yeah, he later on got more artists, started making more characters.
Are these sold out or?
You could still buy them. Yeah, they're not sold out. What he recently did though, and it might be about he just put out on his channel about how they have one last time to get what he called the omnibus or whatever, and it's a big like super thick book like this, like a Bible of all the things that came before, all the issues combined in one thing. Otherwise, person could just buy the stuff, one at a time, whatever the case is. But He's putting that out. So I think it's the last run of that for this month. But yeah, so like I said, he has expanded, and then since then he's got multiple issues of this, but they come out like quarterly, I think, either quarterly or bi-yearly for each character. But he's got multiple characters, so you might have this guy guest appear in someone else's comic. Like these guys have their own comic, but in the first issue they're guest appearing in his, but they later have their own comic. So yeah,
I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna buy some of these. I'm gonna get everybody's joint.
Yep.
I love.
Yeah.
Come on. You gotta love these images. But
So,
okay. Great quality.
yeah.
It's like most people do today. They use like, I'm not saying it's like photo paper, but it's a thicker paper.
Yeah.
The old school joint was more,
Yeah. Well, like
but
I said,
actually, no, they kind of stepped, back
yeah,
what we had.
yeah. That was
was
like way
tissue.
back in the
Was
80s.
straight-
Yeah.
was straight
Yeah.
tissue
It looked like
paper.
newspaper type of, yeah.
I kind of like that as a aesthetic.
For the time, yeah.
I did like a art project where I would rip up old comic books and like glue it to like, but that paper, it was like almost like a wrapping. I made like gifts out of it.
Yeah. It was like
worked.
newspaper. Yeah,
It
you could
worked.
crumble it up. And yeah.
you could do-
That was,
paper mache.
yeah, like paper mache. Yep.
Paper mache.
That was like for the time. So
Yeah,
that's
so
why
now-
when people think of like
now-
retro, you think of that.
Yeah.
Similar to someone making a movie in black and white. You can make a movie black and
I
white
was like,
today.
nigga, that was the
And-
time period.
yeah.
Shit. We
Matter of
didn't-
fact, they just came out with like Spider-Man Noir on the show.
black and white.
Yeah, you could watch it in color or black and white. But to watch it in black and white, obviously we don't have to be in black and white this day. It's to capture that time frame. So it's kind of like what we're saying there. If someone made a comic book in that style, it's to capture the
So
old
he's
time.
supposed to be in
Yeah,
that,
like in that
era.
time. Yeah, in that era. But like I said, he does this. Ripper does it this way because you're only putting out one every year. So like longer than that. It's like something either quarter or bi-yearly. So at that point, you got to make it something
Better
where
quality, thicker.
yeah, so there's more to read. So by the time you get through it and you're satisfied, the next one's probably dropping soon.
Let me ask you: does he do what Comics Explain do on his channel and he explains it?
No. So
okay.
yeah, he just used to
He
do.
wants you to read.
Yes,
Fuck.
but he was. It's like damn, they got me. That's my kryptonite. Oh
Fuck,
man.
read. God damn it.
But he usually cover what's coming next, projects they're doing, all that kind of stuff. So advertising and stuff, what's coming next and this and that. So once again, like you got two, point of views from black, art, coming into the frame of things, Yep.
I'm gonna do some kind of graphics.
So, but he's like, I'm gonna make lasers and stuff like what? But yeah, so it's definitely an era of change where, like I said, we're not just coming from you make the occasional character, but instead now we have a lot of characters in a comic, and in one comic company you have the creator. Is now black. So it's like you're coming on all fronts now. So definitely, yeah. Yep.
Cool.
So,
Alright.
all right. So
Well, we'll check you out. What's the name of your channel again?
product random reviews.
Product Random Reviews. Hip hop is art. This is hip hop, and this is art, and he's hip hop too. You know what I'm saying? Hip hop, what I explained by my cousin, is a generation, right? It's blues, jazz. It's
Evolution.
I learned this from Nikki Giovanni. She told me I was on some. When I was a lot younger, you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to Nikki Giovanni. I did my first major book with her, and I was on that same shit. Nah, I'm different. We hip. She said, "Boy, if you
It's the evolution.
If you
Yep.
were born 1920, you'd be doing without."
Which
She wasn't born at 20, but
which Sinners showed that perfectly in that scene, the music scene, the evolution going from one to the next, and you realizing
today's club is yesterday's juke joint.
yes,
It's the
same thing. Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like I said, the time change.
Yeah.
People like same thing. We don't get too deep, too woke.
Yeah.
With the slavery, it's like, oh, electricity. Niggas in town. It ain't you. Like, you not special. Nigga. Slaves didn't have electricity. Like, okay, move over there. I can't. Okay, thank you. That's it. Move
Okay.
the stars there. I can't.
Okay.
There you go.
Oh man, yeah,
Go
yeah.
to school,
So
go to Penson. Go to the school you want to go to. I can't.
I can't. Oh man. Yep. So as we said, check all this stuff out. We're gonna have links in the description.
Yep.
And
We out.
we out.
Peace.
Peace.